Butcher's World, Butcher's World, it's party time. Excellent. Butcher's World, it's party time. Excellent.
We're back, season 3, The Butcher's World. This is episode 1. You know, we took a long break because this shit is exhausting. Garrett behind the camera gets just as tired as I do trying to be entertaining to you fuckers out there, but we're gonna have new content. I kind of got a new schedule going. We're gonna drop them every 1st of the month and 15th of the month. So not every week like before because we all lost our goddamn minds doing that. Sucks for you guys because I know you loved it, but it's extremely hard to do that many damn episodes, that much and that much content, and it starts to get old after a while. So our last video I threw up on YouTube was the, I guess, beginning of the RB Trail Reaper is what we call it now. So we got the Street Reaper, and that's for the streets obviously, and now this is the Trail Reaper. And I raced the Mint 400 on this. Going into the Mint 400, all of us had really kind of a, I wouldn't say low expectation, but we definitely didn't think it was going to be as gnarly as it actually was. I underestimated it fully because I grew up racing motocross my whole life, and I don't know, every time I've been out in the desert, it just didn't really seem too crazy to me, but that was probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Hands down the hardest race I've ever done. Mentally, physically, my body was wrecked, everything was wrecked. Bike kept fucking, things were happening to the bike, and I was in the middle of the desert by myself fixing it for hours at a time. Mikey ended up eating shit on some fucking crazy rocks, and he came in looking like a train wreck, and Barry looked like a train. We all were pretty fucking hammered by the end of it. So I think for next year we have a good idea of what's necessary on these bikes and what's not. Definitely gonna lean into suspension more. We need to jack the rear end up a little bit, get a little bit more out of the rears. Seats, I need a better oil cooler on this thing to cool down the engine. But other than that, the bike handled pretty awesome. This bike, I started off with a 2000, I believe it was a 2000 Sportster, just stock 1200, and tore it apart and started throwing parts on it that I thought were cool. And I think the last 2 weeks before, I hit my buddy up, and Josh McGurr did this amazing Dakar rally fairing out of aluminum for me. I kind of hit him with the idea like, hey, here's my budget, here's what I want it to look like. If you think you can do this by the Mint, do it. We're secretly gonna randomly just throw this out on the internet right before the Mint, and it ended up working out. And this thing is probably the whole reason why this bike is so rad. It looks like a Riot fairing or something like it. It's the toughest bike I have, and I love it. Pretty stoked that Josh banged this out. All of it aluminum. It's a giant like one-piece thing that clips on really easy, and it's super, super lightweight. So kind of saved my ass out in the Mint too. I kept taking out 4-foot dead trees. I'd be in a sand wash, just hauling ass down, and it would just steer one way, and once the bike goes, it goes, and I would just plow through trees and whatever else, and you know, it took it like a champ. The only thing that happened is I just need to replace the little mesh screen, which is nothing right there, but bike handled awesome. We're definitely gonna be at the Mint 400 next year, and maybe on a Pan America or not if they're out by then, so Harley Davidson, let us know if you wanna ride us to ride those Pan Americas out there, so we're ready. If not, I'll be on the Trail Reaper, and Mikey will be out there and the whole crew, so looking forward to next year. So right in front of me here is a new project I'm working on. As most of you guys know, I like to only use rigid mount Sportsters, and I kind of use around from 96 to 03s. I think this one's a 96. It's a little older, picked it up, $1,500. It's a 1200. Motor is gonna get dealt with next, but I think right now I'm gonna try to mock up this idea I have. I don't have the wheels yet, but this one's gonna be a supermoto. So similar to my jump bike, kind of high, good suspension on it, and dual 17s, so I can shred some supermoto stuff. So got the frame back from Full Throttle powder coating, got a tank, a bitchin' aluminum swing arm. Gonna start playing with a little light mock-up right now. Nice and smooth. It's an old JMC swing arm that was made probably in the 2000s. This is the older one, but they're super bitchin' looking. They're billet. Oh, cool looking aluminum. I wish they still made them. Same company that makes my one on the adventure bike, but they did like this crazy ass axle on the back, and you can adjust the I guess the chain with that thing. I don't know, I haven't really used it yet. Ready to run. Kinda. So the new thing that I'm doing for all my personal bikes is majority of them are getting this fender on them, which is a universal UFO dirt bike fender. And I really like the look of it. It's kind of different for most of my bikes, so we're doing that. And then all my bikes are getting black, white Saddlemen striped Beetlejuice seats, which are awesome. Thank you for Saddlemen for making those for me. But this sucker is gonna go. I have to drill all the holes and everything, but it'll look like that. I already got the struts cut and everything ready to go. I like that. This right here is the motor for the bike. It's got all these weird things hanging from it. This is a stock 1200. The ad was listed for an 883. I got there. You can read on the barrels on the bottom right here if it's an 883 or 1200. It's normally stamped, but lucked out, it's a 1200, so I don't need to get heads for it. And we're gonna put the 1250 Hooligan S&S kit on this, which will take 1200 heads. Normally you can't do it with the 883 heads. So I lucked out. This is gonna be a 1250 kit, cams, the whole Hooligan kit from S&S. So it should scream pretty damn good. I'll probably take everything down for powder coat, paint the cases with textured paint so it's all black, like all my other bikes. I'm gonna cut the cam cover as usual, do a chain kit, and just kind of rip the shit out of it after. The main inspiration behind this build is I used to have a supermoto bike and I had a shit ton of fun on that thing, so I kind of wanted to capture that with my normal Sportster chassis, I guess. And I kind of just been on this kick lately of building every type of Sportster I possibly can. So I got the flat tracker. I'm building a TT flat tracker, which is basically my flat track bike with front brakes. Supermoto, I have the jump bike, the adventure bike. Maybe at the end of that, might even do a road race style one with the full fairing and everything on that too. So just kind of seeing how far I can take this Sportster platform, and Supermoto definitely sounds fun. Dang, look what the butcher drags in.
What's up? Man, I'm cutting some leather right now, making leather for my boy Mark, so you guys can buy it and wear it. I met Mark back in Nashville, man, when I did Slumfest, which was really cool through Yellow Wolf, and Yellow Wolf is a good friend of mine and stuff like that. So we just kicked it off and been really close and having great times with this fucking madman. Dude's insane. Super rad, man. I used to work a corporate job that was like really terrible, and I said, fuck that. Doesn't matter about the money or anything like that with me, man. It's about something that you love doing and, you know, enjoying it, so it's not a job anymore. And working with Mark is definitely that, dude. He doesn't treat you like a fucking slave or, you know, worker. He's more about like, have fun, you know what I mean? Come in, you already know what you need to do. Fucking just, you know, just get to it, you know? So it's the best. We had our first gig here, Wild the Coyote and Bad Wolf. I'm Bad Wolf. My brother Wild the Coyote, he's not here with us, but yeah, dude, we played it at the shop and it was amazing, man. We like lined the bikes up like on some ghetto rig shit. Lined the bikes up, so that was our headlight, like that was our lights, that was our lighting, and we got two brooms and the tires, stuck the broom into like the wheels and the tires, whatever, taped up the mic, and we performed, and it was sick. It was super dope. Ended up coming out tight. Well, yeah, I'm part of the family. I'm not going anywhere. Mark got an issue now.
We are currently on the way to the local motorcycle shop to pick up a brand new KLX 110.
What are we doing with that 110?
I teamed up with two bros, and we're gonna do a whole parts line. Rusty Butcher, two bros, KLX 110 parts line. Pretty fucking excited, you know. We're just slowly but quickly making 110s great again. Pretty much all the big hitters in the motorcycle world all have 110s. We're all posting about them. It's all a fucking thing now. Everyone needs to buy one, and we're just gonna ride pit bikes every day now. So I'm gonna go get me a freshie, and we're gonna build out a brand new one. And we're here. All right, right now we're at Corona Motorsports, and I'm sitting in front of a brand new KLX 110L, and we're gonna pick this sucker up, and Rusty Butcher and two bros, we're gonna build one together. I'm gonna take it all apart and hopefully have it done here pretty soon. And then this will probably be the bike that we drop all the Rusty Butcher, two bros, 110 parts with. So I'm gonna go pay for this sucker and probably just ride it straight back to the shop from here.
Just go ahead, initial, and sign here. Sign in two places.
I had a side-by-side and I drove it 4 times and I broke it 4 times. That's how it always looked, just broken on the side of my fucking garage. I'll stick to pit bikes and breaking Harleys. Men's, women's clothing, and men's coming out. This just all came in, and this drops Friday. What's today? Wednesday? So this drops in 2 days. So I need to take photos of it and start talking about it. So it's going to sell out, obviously, because we have women's leggings, these little boy short things, and then I did 3 new shirts. This one's probably my favorite that I'm actually wearing. It's called Beautiful. And saying I came up with when I was really pissed off. It says, "The world is a beautiful place that's filled with fucked up people," which is true. And then literally, like, I get hit up to reprint this shirt so fucking much so it got annoying. So I kind of changed it a little bit, changed the font and everything, but we redid the death shirt. Death always wins. No matter what, you're going to end up in a box. And then on the way to Australia, I came up with this idea to do like a beware of dogs, like the beware of dogs sign, but like beware of motorcycles. So maybe people watch out and there might be less motorcycles getting smashed into. So I came up with this and designed that one on the plane in Australia. Pretty excited about this one. And then I also did that in a fucking pullover, which I'm stoked on. It's got some Rusty Butcher shit on there, you know? So currently in my little photo room, about to turn on the lights and try to take a photo for Instagram and start talking about it. So that apparently doesn't work. Oh, I don't know. Something's going on here. What the fuck? Smack it? Smack it. Just blinded myself too. So one thing I always do in this room is I have all these different backgrounds. Like this is a floor I bought from Home Depot and you snap it together. This side's a different color floor. I put these on different backgrounds. I got fake grass. Got fake brick. Got all kinds of shit. So we just do different backgrounds and all the products in here, and you just shoot photos all fucking day and pick what you want to shoot photos of and different, just everything. So let's do this. Need to post on the gram. What's that saying? The dude Mike from Billow Auto. If it ain't on the gram, who gives a damn? So gotta do it. A million fucking new patches coming out, restocks of old ones. Think that'll work. Tight.
I'll go buy some shit.
Yeah, go buy some shit.